Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished the old schoolhouse's lower level. We beat the Dormoth boss, and that was quite tough. They actually managed to game over me once, and we had to retry the fight. But with a different strategy, a different approach, that was easy. But my approach was just a little premature at first. Oh well, let's end my investigation here. Whew, that was way more exhausting than I expected. Yeah, the monsters sound they were a lot stronger than the ones we fought last month. That elevator is the biggest conundrum, though. Where could it possibly have come from? We should report our findings to the principal right away. Instructor Sarah, too. Yes, that seems like the wisest course of action. Black Cat. Black Cat, Celine. Meow. So this month there suddenly is an elevator allowing access to a floor even deeper below the surface. Honestly, how many more surprises does that old schoolhouse hold? There was nothing like that during my inspection last week, I can say that much. Why can't I be the one who finds all the cool stuff? There seem to be a number of floors even deeper underground too. But only the first two were accessible. That's another mystery. I tried to find some means of unlocking the elevator so we could access the other floors, but it wouldn't budge. If that's not the end of it, I wonder how far it goes down. In the decades I've been here at this academy, this is the first I've heard of any additional floors whatsoever. Up until last month, the floor we used for our orienteering exercise is all we'd ever known. So what we explored today didn't even exist until this week. Easy access to this new area presented itself in the form of a convenient elevator, no less. I'd heard that many of the ruins from the Dark Ages were fraught with mysteries, but this is almost inconceivable. Well, something must have caused the new areas to show themselves, but I don't have the slightest idea what the somethings could be. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, sir? Let me think. Perhaps it may have something to do with Emperor Drykos. Drykos the Lionheart? The very same. Emperor Drykos left strict orders regarding that building, which have been passed down from principal to principal ever since. He proclaimed that the old schoolhouse was to be preserved until the promised day arrives. The promised day? What does that mean? That I couldn't say, though some have speculated it ties back to the War of the Lions 250 years ago, and to Drykos' companion, the brave Saint Sandlot. Saint Lion Sandlot? The Lance Maiden. If Emperor Drykos' words did concern the War of the Lions, it does stand to reason that she'd be connected. She and her Eisenritter fought valiantly at his side throughout the conflict. Valiantly enough to be regarded as a saint by the Zeptian Church. I imagine few in Erebonia don't at least know that name. Her name is celebrated even in my hometown, and I'm about as far out of the Empire as you can get. There's no shortage of legends and mysteries surrounding her life, and her death for that matter. But how in the world would she be connected to the old schoolhouse? Well, I'm not certain she is. But when I think of the alterations that have begun to occur inside the building, and of Drykos' words, I find it difficult to believe that there's no connection. It just strikes me as more than mere coincidence. I guess that's as good a theory as any. But what does the promised day refer to? Well, with so little information, we could speculate all night, and I doubt we'd be any closer to a legitimate answer. We'll just have to keep searching the ruins and find what we find. You've performed admirably, Class 7. I truly appreciate all your efforts, and I'm terribly sorry for keeping you here so long, and even more sorry that you didn't get that movement 2 drop from that bossed enemy.
No, not at all. I'm just happy we could be of help. And yeah, the quartz thing really is a bummer.
If we discover anything else, we'll let you know at once, sir.
Excellent. Feel free to prioritize other tasks as you see fit, however. You're not my personal assistants, after all.
We aren't? That's new news. Thanks for the help, everyone.
Heh, I think nothing of it. Honestly, I want to solve the mysteries of that place as much as you do at this point. I feel the same, and fighting the monsters within serves as excellent training. I would be more than happy to accompany you again should the opportunity arise. Yeah, it's not right for you to have to do all the hard work, Rean. That goes for all the other requests you do on your free days too. My help's just a call away if you ever need it.
Thanks, I'm sure I'll take you up on that. I'll see you back at the dormitory. Take care. Old Skula's mystery number 2. Completed. Heal as a reward. Received 1 additional bonding point. Man, you make it sound like it's something special, but it's not. HP gradually recovers while walking on the field, and access to Tier and Tiara. Does the R mean rare? The R might mean rare. This is rare, this is not rare. The rare quartzes, I think, automatically get unequipped. This is rare. Heatwave is rare. For example, not for example, but in the situation where you super rare. Yeah, it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Double sparkle, super rare. The rare quartzes get automatically unequipped when you get split apart from the character. If they are suddenly in a different party and you can't access their equipment anymore, you get access to all the rare quartzes or super rare quartzes they had. The common ones they take with them. Super rare makes sense. Talk to Van Dyck.
Emperor Dracos proclaimed that the old schoolhouse must be preserved until the promised day arrives. I find it rather hard to believe that those words have no connection with these recent developments. Of course, it seems to pose no threat to our students at the moment, so keeping it off limits for now should be fine. I'll put out another request should another chance to investigate it arise. It seems to pose no threat to our students at the moment, so keeping it off limits for now should be fine. I'll put another request. By the way, please stop calling me Van Dyck. I find that to be insulting. My name's Van Dyke. Please don't make fun of me.
Nah, I'll make fun of you. I'll continue to make fun of you, old man. Old men just deserve to get made fun of. Don't you think? Probably not. Hey, Fee. No one hiding? Where's that weird black-haired girl? I wonder if we'll see her again. Hey, Fee. What are you doing, Fee? Not much. Looking for somewhere to nap, I guess. You guess. I can never tell what she's thinking. Maybe I should talk to her a bit more. Try to get to know her. Bonding event. I don't want to talk to her about napping, though. The music room is locked. The domestic room is locked. Oh, why is that locked? Last time it wasn't. Arts room. Hey. Linde. Ooh, almost done. She's using oil paints, right? That's a pretty good painting. Oh, hello. Sorry, I hope I didn't break your concentration. It's fine, don't worry about it. Your guy is his friend, right? Rean, was it? If you were looking for him, you missed him by about a minute. Oh no, I was just passing by and saw you still working away in here. Oh, no, I was just passing by and saw you still working away in here. Between you and that other girl over there, the art club must be pretty dedicated. Heh. Clara's a whole different breed, but I don't do this very often. If I didn't get entered into a student art contest, if I
If I didn't get entered into a student art contest out of nowhere, I wouldn't be here finishing this right now. Wow, I had no idea there were contents like that. Hold on, it doesn't sound like you have much time left. Is it okay that I'm even talking to you? It's important to take a break every so often, so this actually is just what I need. Oh no! What's wrong? I ordered some flowers to use as a reference for my sketches, but I completely forgot to pick them up today. Now I'll need to pick them up on my way home. There's not much time until the academy closes for the day. If that's the case, I should pick them up for her. I can go get them if you'd like. Are you sure? No problem. I'm free at the moment anyway. I've been helping out the student council, so I'm used to this sort of stuff. I see. I'd be very grateful if you did, but... Seriously, it's no trouble at all. All I have to do is mention your name and the flowers you ordered, and I should be fine, right? Yes, I've already paid for them, so that should be enough. When you get to the florist, you'll want to let her know that you're picking up for the... You'll want to let her know that you're picking up for Linde from the art club. You'll be picking up some snow lilies. Oh, and the name of the shop is Jane's. Great, I walk past it all the time. Linde from the art club, snow lilies, got it. I'll be back as soon as I can. Sorry for the trouble, but thank you. Quest a rose by any other name started. A rose by any other name. Interesting. How'd they come up with that name? Thank you so much for offering to help. Now I really need to paint something to be proud of. Yeah, and not nothing. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on your canvas there, is there? Huh? When did the sun go down? Who cares? Time to get back to work. Huh? When did the sun go down? I hope you guys have light. Because, you know, it's gonna get dark. It gets dark sometimes outside. It's weird. I know it's a weird phenomenon, but it gets dark and you're not gonna be able to see much at that point. No one is ever in here. They're not dedicated enough to go into their own classroom after work hours or after class. Heh.
Looks like everyone's busy with the club starting up, which means it's just about time for students to start arguing. If you find yourself in some argument, feel free to stop by to let off some steam. I'm happy to listen. Your time here should be fun, but it'll come with its fair share of troubles. You're all welcome to come along if you ever need any advice, or even if you just need a friendly ear.
Cool, friendly ear. Those are always useful. And not those big door moths. Those are not useful. They're scary. I don't know why I thought of that.
Just a moment ago, I happened upon the most delectable second year. He strode by gallantly with his maid at his side, fully aware that he was the most handsome man on campus. I was mesmerized. I think he might be just the one. But what was his name, I wonder? The investigation begins tomorrow. I can't wait to learn all of his secrets.
And that's how stalkers are born.
Instructor Sarah is in charge of your class's dorms. Should I be concerned that she hasn't sent me the report for last month? I've asked for it multiple times, but to no avail.
Boy. Well, responsibility and stuff. That's hard.
What a lovely sunset. It's a blessing that we can enjoy peaceful days like these. It really is.
Looks like she's lost in thought.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there. There's something the matter. If you're ever feeling ill, just stop on by.
I get lost in thought when I see a sunset too sometimes.
Uncle Makarov isn't exactly great at being a responsible adult, so he needs someone to make sure he's doing okay. Someone like me! I stop by every day before going back to the dorm. It must be a real blessing to have such a sweet, thoughtful niece.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Makarov! I'm not gonna be able to take care of you forever, you know. Maybe you should get a girlfriend.
Maybe you should butt out of my love life. I'd be fine with Min stopping by every day if she didn't bring disaster along with her. Soon as she steps through my door, my paperwork scatters and cups of coffee start aspiring toward the heavens. Do me a favor and just try to, I don't know, make her less dangerous. Sorry, but I don't think even Emperor Drykos could do that. Min just skips across campus hand in hand with chaos. It's too much effort to try to avoid her, though. Oh boy. Instructor Makarov and Mint were just having the most charming conversation. It was quite the heartwarming sight. While he may attempt to deny it, the two of them are rather close for an uncle and niece. Seeing the two of them talk like that was heartwarming indeed. Instructor Makarov would likely protest to me saying that, however. I don't know what the strange phenomena I keep hearing about are, but the old schoolhouse is no place for silliness. It was established by the late Emperor Drykos as a place of learning, not a place of idly frolicking. Besides, if one class must investigate the building, why choose Class 7? Wouldn't Class 1, the very model of tradition and discipline, be far better suited to doing so? No. I simply cannot approve of letting the old schoolhouse's investigation in the hands of Class 7. Perhaps Principal Van Dyck's commoner status deters him from respecting established tradition? Oh, interesting. President Van Dyck has commoner status. He's not a noble. I've heard the rumors about the old schoolhouse myself. The monsters within pose little threats, so it's an ideal training ground for our students. That said, it's still home to a number of mysteries. Contact us via Arcus at once if you find yourselves in need. I need to return to the army tomorrow. If you have any questions about class, now is the time to ask. Nope, no questions, evidently. Because we're not asking. That's Van Dyck, and okay. Do-do-doom, do-do-do-doom, do-do. Steal it! Steal it! No. We're not stealing it. We're the good guys. Crow. I heard you guys have been poking around the old schoolhouse recently. Find anything interesting yet? Not yet. In fact, I've got more questions now than answers since we started checking the place out last month. Did anything like this ever happen in there before? Nah, when I was first here, there were a few rumors about ghosts appearing there every now and then, but that's about it. Nothing as big as the whole layout changing itself up, that's for sure. Why did this start happening all of a sudden then? What caused it? No idea. Might be a genius. I might be a genius, but if I could tell you that, I'd take that insight straight to the races. Still, sounds like a good place to train, so maybe you should just roll with it and keep exploring. Make sure you give me a call when you're raking some awesome loot down there, though. Well, I can't say he doesn't know how to look on the bright side. I can't say he doesn't know how to look on the bright side, at least. Got a super rare quartz in there, you interested? Heh, I'm not giving it to you. Now that I think about it, midterms are coming up, aren't they? Wow, have you actually been studying, Crow? You're still a little short on credits, aren't you? Heh, don't worry, my man. Everything's gonna work out. Somehow. Well, don't come running to me weeping when you get your semester grades, then. It'll all work out somehow. I heard about the elevator appearing out of nowhere in the old schoolhouse. There's so much technology from the Middle Ages that we can't even get close to explaining with what we have today. But I've got the feeling that there might be something more to that old building. Some really big secret. Really do wonder how it changes its structure like that. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out the crazy technology behind it. Can easily afford that. Not easy to afford that though. That's worth, definitely. Easily be able to afford that one too. Why didn't I do these before? Why did I do the third one of this, but why didn't I do and not do these before? Weird. I'm weird. Do I want to or do I not want to? Goodbye, Time Zebeth. It was nice. Eh. Do 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 do. Nothing new, eh? Customizing the weapons? I can get the better ones now. Those are the tier 2 ones. You don't have a lance, though. For Gaius. I assume the next field study we're going to be able to take Gaius with us. And either uses or Machias. Not both of them this time. I'm walking the wrong direction. You can't do that. You can't walk in the wrong direction, Eric. Celine, Black Cat, Lady. The doors to the old schoolhouse are locked. Fair enough. Alan and Bridget, huh? Hey, hello little flowers, are you ready for some water? I want you all to grow up big and strong. Hey, hello little flowers. Adel, you might be one of the weirdest people I've ever met in my life. I finally caught you while you were free. How about the two of us catch up over some tea at the cafeteria? Sorry, I'm too tired from practice to grab tea right now. I need to go get some rest. Maybe some other time. Too tired for tea? Well, if you're tired, I guess I should let you be for now. Maybe we can talk some other time. Yeah. Never mind. Later. Dude, guys, well, what the... What? Too tired for tea. Too tired for tea. Huh. Why is this building not locked? How weird is that? Is this gonna be the first time when I meet someone upstairs? You guys hiding? Oh, look at you. Thanks for helping me investigate the old schoolhouse, you two. No thanks necessary. It's a good learning experience. My training demands that I'm able to adapt to strange new environments, after all. You're right about the strange part. It's like that building was designed to make weird things happen. I'm just glad that none of what we've faced has gotten out yet. The scary thing is that we can't say for sure it'll always be that way, so we really need to keep investigating. Agreed. Don't hesitate to call on me whenever you need my blade. It's a little late to back out now, so the same goes for me. Thanks. You'll be the first people I call when the time comes. I really don't get why Ferris has to be so belligerent all the time. We're first years in the same club, so why can't I get along with her? You could say I'm in a similar situation with Monica. Things have become challenging since I started coaching her. What a shame that it's not as simple as simple to get along with people outside of Class 7. Why wouldn't it be nice if the old schoolhouse was the only thing we had to worry about? I got kind of testy with Monica because I couldn't grasp the reason behind her inability to swim. Maybe I'm really not what one would consider a regular girl. It's never easy to get along with people. I've got more than a little experience dealing with nobles, but I could count the number of times I've really hit it off with. Them on one hand. On one hand. I still have difficulties reading things out, even though I do it so much. It's hard. What am I doing? Ah, never mind, I wasn't here. Fair enough, so it's actually Laura and Eliza locking this place down. You have keys, huh? How useful is that, having gymnasium keys, huh? What? I didn't see anything.
Lambert's going to be teaching me how to maintain the stables. Taking care of the horses is a lot of hard work, but I feel like it's hard work worth doing. Who gives a damn about juices? I've got more important things to focus on. Namely, me.
That's very healthy. Actually, I support you fully in that statement. That's a very healthy thing. First person you should take care of is yourself. Though if you have a kid, first person you should take care of is your kid. The auditorium doors are locked. Let me reconfigure my sitting position. It's called reconfiguring. That's the right verb for that. Yes, most certainly is. I looked it up in a dictionary. That was a blatant lie, but still.
That blonde boy really is handsome. He seems to be rather popular amongst the girls, so I can't say I blame them. If he were here more often, perhaps the library would see more visitors. Maybe I should try talk to him myself. While attractive, he doesn't seem like the kind of boy who makes friends easily. What a shame. I'm sure if he were here more often, the library would be a distinct jump. Would see a distinct jump in female visitors.
Use this. She's getting onto you. Oh, it's you. Hey there, Juices. I've noticed I see you here pretty often. I guess you must be a pretty avid reader, huh? I would put it like that. I wouldn't put it like that exactly. There's not much else to do, so I came to pass the time. Oh. I don't really get a chance like this too often. Should I hang out with him? Well, use this. Nay. 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 Not happening. Oh, you didn't get any new books overnight. Nothing on this side either. We're not hanging out with users. Oh, Tomas. What in the actual world?
Oh my, evening already? I seem to have gotten a tad too wrapped up in my research. Sadly, I am just one man, and this wealth of material might be a little much for me to handle on my own.
Should get that monk guy. He loves material.
Ah, Rean, I have just the idea. I'll submit a request to the student council.
I would prefer if you didn't.
I really would appreciate some assistance with this, however. Oh, if only I had a first mate to sail these endless seas of text with. A student with an endless capacity for knowledge.
Those don't exist. Could I, No, I don't have anybody with me right now. Assorted grains. Don't have any of those either. Juices is terrible at this dish, and Elliot excels at it. We haven't given him the ooze cookie. We haven't given him the ooze cookie yet, because I used it to poison people. And I haven't had access to feed to craft this yet. We're not hanging out with users. Who else were we able to hang out? Fee. Fee is pretty interesting.
Thrasia. While it seems unthinkable now, Emily and I did not quite get along when we first met. Growing up, my parents always warned me not to dirty myself with a rabble. Needless to say, she and I butted heads. But now, even after all of my old prejudices and all of our arguments, I consider her my best friend. Even after everything we put each other through, the two of us are best friends. I'm sure Elijah and Ferris will learn to get along soon enough.
Well, I have my doubts.
Ferris has plenty of lacrosse experience, and she's not even close to athletic. Eliza, on the other hand, is a total beginner, but she's a perfect athlete. It's like she was born to play. I can already tell that they're gonna make this one interesting year. I'm pretty sure Eliza and Ferris are gonna end up thinking of each other as worthy rivals. And why wouldn't they? It was the same way with me and Thrasia last year.
Well, what did you expect when you joined one of the sports clubs? If you want to enjoy your free days, the only club you join is the Go Home Club.
I didn't join this academy for the studying, I'll tell you that. I'm here for something greater, like dating, romance, all that jazz. Oh, that was on the plan list anyway. But I'm so busy with practice that I haven't even got the time for that kind of stuff. But I'm getting sick abs though. That's nice.
You'd expect as much, but this cafeteria always gets busy around meal times. It's probably as it's busiest around dinner time on free days. And speaking of busy, the sports clubs should be finishing practice soon. I'd better prepare for some hungry kids. You'd expect as much, but this cafeteria always gets busy around meal times. It's probably at its busiest around dinner time on free days. And speaking of busy, the sports clubs should be finishing practice soon. I'd better prepare for some hungry kids. Right, that was exactly the same dialogue, but I was practicing my voice acting.
Apparently food tastes even better after a hard day of practice. I don't think I've put food in front of anyone more appreciative than a sweaty, tired sports club member. It's always great to see students with a healthy appetite enjoying our food. Really makes it feel worthy of worth our while making it. But the cafeteria does get stinky after a bit. It seems you didn't get the hint, but don't stand there. Buy something. The most people we have enjoy our food. The more people we have enjoying our food, the happier we are. I already bought so much, though. We've got none of these, none of these. Okay. Thing is, I'm broke. Money's valuable. Your stuff costs 500 Mira. Can't afford that.
Have you ordered your summer uniforms yet? Given that your class has a fancy custom uniform, you'll want to get those ordered as early as possible. Not that you'll do that here. You're gonna want to do that. Go to the boutique in town. Summer uniforms typically take up to 2 months to get made. Better order quickly if you want them done in time. Otherwise, you're gonna sweat a lot.
Huh. I finished reading your story, Dorothy. I have to say, it was a really fun read. Especially the scene where the two guys put aside their differences and came to understand each other. That was great. So you really do understand just what makes the scene so good. I was right all along. You really could become one of us. What? One of us? I don't get what she's talking about, but I'm happy she's happy, I suppose. Dorothy's story certainly proved an enjoyable read. Her portrayal of the two boys' friendship was wonderful, and their interactions were always entertaining. I hope I'll be able to write something this enjoyable too. Hooray! It looks like our interests do overlap. I could show her something more explicit, but she might not be ready for those Naruto and Sasuke yaoi porns. Poor porn sheets, mangas, just yet. Hooray! Hooray! Good joke! Hooray!
Oh boy, now it starts.
Upper class student.
They don't seem to realize that they're wasting their time. No amount of practice is going to allow them to defeat us.
Well, I hope your talk actually leads to results this year. If you end up humiliating yourself like you did last year, we'll have Vice Principal Heinrich close this club down.
We'll see about that. You can't close us down if you never beat us. No. Now that we've got Magiars, things are going to be different. They're in for the shock of their lives if they think he's down on my level. Now that we've got Magiars, we're going to win.
Speaking of, let me through. You're too noble for my ass, man. Don't expect things to play out as usual now that I'm here. I can't wait to wipe the floor with you. How dare you act so insolent? I won't allow myself to lose to some pompous upper-class students who get pampered up in the pamper alley. Pamper. Brr. Gone fishing, Kenneth, of course. I just finished developing the photos Rex took around Trista, but most of them came out really blurry. Maybe he's just not much of a photographer. Almost all of Rex's photos ended up blurry. Well, what can you do? I'll gladly teach him if you need some help. Oh well, Rex. Oh, what are you doing? Huh. The new engine is practically flawless. Why don't you help me test it out, TloH? Wanna go for another ride? That does sound really nice. I've still got some work to finish, though. Oh, please, you say that like you've forgotten the perks of our relationship. I'll help you take care of all this, and then we'll head out on our romantic ride. Thanks, Angie. I wonder how often they ride together. It seems like Angelica's way of helping President TloH de-stress. Let's hurry up and get this done. Then we can finally run away together and elope, just like we always planned. Oh, Angie, you're so silly. Ah, hey, Rean, are you just about done? Wow, when it comes to helpful months, you are 2 for 2. Thank you so much. Well, let's see how this story unfolds. Anyone waiting for me up here at the lounge? No? Getting pampered in the pamper alley? Pamper? I don't know what pampering is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it so much. Alright. Alright, that's everything on the campus. And with that, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, toodles!